Wave runner, always running away.
You ain't gotta talk into it. You know,
alright,
catch everything. Alright, put my glasses on.
Word.
Yo, it's HP in the Mirror, back with another interview. I'm with my boy.
Billsup.
Another vibes, type shit. We about to do a little conversation, a little interview, type shit. Hey, first thing first, you from Erie, right?
Yeah.
So, where you grew up at, bro?
Shit, I grew up on the west side.
West side?
Like, we was more around, I went to Perry. And then, I went to...
You from, the Upper West Side?
Yeah, we grew up over there by, Erie High now, 31st.
Central and shit.
Yeah, over that way,
Yeah, because niggas don't even know. I'm from the West Side. I'm from...
Word?
Yeah.
We're over there.
So I grew up, third and Cherry.
Oh, word. I used to live on Short Street down there.
Short Street?
Yeah, it's if you go around the park... And it's that street where you can see
by Second and shit.
Yeah, it's under Second.
By the parking lot.
Yeah, the park.
Yeah, that park.
Yeah,
right in the corner.
Yeah,
that shit. Yeah, I barely was over there. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
they used to be at the court balling and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking how was your how was your youth for real?
Our shit was cool for real. I ain't really got nothing to complain about.
You play any sports?
Yeah, I was a football. I was a football dude. I was all about football, bro.
Shit. Who you play for?
Played at Prep.
Prep? Did you go to college for it?
Yeah, I played at Mercyhurst for a year. Then I played semi-pro.
That shit
had some shit out in the Canadian League. Wound up breaking my ankle. I got to play 7 screws and a wire in my shit. So,
Yeah, that shit.
That's actually, that's how I started making music. Because I was just laid up on the couch. I couldn't walk for nothing for 2 months.
How was that experience, though? Playing, we gonna get into how you
no for sure
getting how you got into music, but how was that, when you get how was it really hard, because I know it's hard to go pro, but you went semi-pro and shit, was it hard getting in the door? Did you go to combines and stuff, or
nah? When it was starting up around here with semi-pro, it was more it was a team. They was just calling people to come out and
just tryouts.
Yeah, and I hadn't played. I wanted to make my way into trying to do a professional situation because that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I was all right, I gotta at least play some organized football because I dropped out of college for real. I wasn't really it was the situation just.
I already know that killed your momentum too.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I just started working and shit, and I hated school for real. Everybody will tell you.
Getting there chilling, huh?
No, I'm a smart dude. People tell you that. I graduated from prep with a 3.5. So and that's not nothing to write home about. But it's not niggas ain't failing or nothing. But. Shit. What I mean, yeah, that's why. So I graduated with a 3.5 without even trying. Really for real, without trying.
You would have got 4.
Yeah, but then you got to go into honors classes, And
that shit.
To me, I already hated school.
So why I want to work harder?
Exactly, and for real, in my eyes, the diploma coming out of prep, even if it was regular,
that shit means something. You go to prep, motherfuckers look at you different.
Yeah, I'm alright. So that's why I played it because I was playing football for real, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that shit I already know. Prep, did y'all, when you was playing, did y'all go, because I know, did y'all go to the
States? Nah, we won some D10 titles and shit, D10. But, I ain't gonna hold you. Vincent, them boys was...
Oh, that's when it was nice?
They was tough. I graduated 2009, so, yeah, a lot of them cats on that team,
I know the shit was
Ducky, Deontay Fleming's Ducky, he was there. DJ Barney, he was there. Daryl Brooks was there.
Yeah, some names over there.
Who else? Oh, Bobby Joyce, Brandon Marlowe, Josh Edwards. He just passed. Rest in peace to Josh. He was over there. They had some boys over there for real. Yeah, they was tough. They beat us my senior year. But I was already losing to them cats. I've been playing them
whole high school, huh?
I mean, nah, bro. Since Bay City, bro. Yeah, because they were the Steelers when we was kids in the league. So they came up. I played for the Cougars. So it was a little rivalry we had whenever we used to link up.
You know, that
yeah,
shit,
so it was.
Y'all already know how y'all play, like
exactly.
Yeah.
It was a cool situation, like being able to do that. Like I ain't gonna hold you. There was I think they was up like 14-0. It was like the second quarter, third quarter, something like that. And Ducky was in under quarterback on the goal line. Our coach is crouching us in. I look at my coach. I'm like, bro, he's not going up the middle. Like, how do you know? I'm like, dude, I've been playing this dude since I was 8 years old. I know how he's not doing that. He gonna pull it and go right around the end. So he's like pushing and push. I just threw my hands up in the air, bro.
And we did that same thing.
Sure enough, bro. But it wasn't my assignment to go out there.
Yeah.
And if I'd have did that, they'd have been on some hard. Plus, I'm playing in the middle. There was no way I was making it out there.
Yeah, you wasn't. Yeah, you already gone by the time you.
But that's like the type of, with them. That was like the type shit. It was like fun because it was like game inside the game shit.
Yeah.
So like
fat shit. That shit sound crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Shit. So let's take it back to So you said like you got injured and shit.
Yeah.
When you was playing semi-pro, like.
Yeah.
How you get injured? Like how that shit happen? Like.
So we was playing in a game in Canton, and it was like 5 minutes into the first quarter. I had like 3 carries for 15 yards. So like I was banging 5 yards a carry.
Yeah.
We had an OC who came from the Arena League, so he liked to throw the ball, but we didn't have a quarterback. So, sure enough, first pass play, throw the ball, pick. Damn. Next drive, we get out there, I get a carry, another 5, all right, cool. To throw pass, touch, or pick, bang.
Every time I throw the ball?
Pretty much. It was like that, bro. So, by the time it got to, like, the fourth one, third or fourth one, I got pissed. And I was like, man, I'm about to go chase this dude down. So, I went to go chase the dude down.
Some mad shit.
Yeah, and basically, I got in front of him, got position. I turned my leg, and my heel stuck in the ground.
Oh, it didn't.
And the force of me turning my heel over, because he went this way and then came back, I snapped my ankle, made the tackle. Like I watched it on film. Snapped my ankle, didn't feel it, made the tackle, and I'm sitting there and I'm fixing.
Did you get up, like you got up and shit?
Nah, I'm fixing. I'm sitting on the ground, like this. I'm fixing my shit, and I see my man's. Be Rich, he ran through and he was like this to the trainer, and I'm like, who the fuck are you? I'm like, whatever. And I had
even notice your shit.
I had these cleats on that had an Under Armour logo. It was right like on the inside.
Yeah.
And I'm fixing my shit, and I look at this one, and the Under Armour logo was right here.
And so then this shit just dangling like this.
Nah, it was like so compacted and like fractured. My foot was sideways. It like this completely came out and it frayed all the bones in the joint and everything that like went in there, right? So then I like realized that shit was out. I threw my helmet out and like I don't know. I like it like between adrenaline and shit, like you feel it but you don't really feel it. You know what I mean?
Nah, yeah.
So it wasn't like I wasn't in no like crazy pain, and I was like looking at people like, yo, just flip it back, like. And then we'll deal with the rest of it later. And they
is that mark on your leg from that?
Yeah.
Like,
damn. Yeah, that shit. So it's a plate, 7 screws. Originally it was 9 screws because basically you got 2 bones that go around your ankle joint, and they had to put 2 long ones that would go through both of them that pulled them to where they were straight again.
Type shit.
And then once that healed up, they took them 2 out.
And then kept the 7 in.
Yeah.
Damn.
But, like, it was crazy, though, because, like, when I went through physical therapy for this shit, I took my boot off. I hadn't walked in 2 months, but just because of, like, the shape I was in, because I was training and everything, I went to, like, 3 physical therapy sessions, and then the doc was like, I mean, you're cool, bro. Yeah, and I was, like, lifting, like, 3 weeks after that. So
crazy. So they, like, when that happened, they just told you couldn't play no more?
They said it wouldn't be smart to. And, like, for me being... Like I'm short. Like I'm in my head like I could go that way, but the situation wasn't enough for me to not want to like, just go get a job and figure life out type shit. So, and then also like I gained a new passion through that injury, like I told you about. So for me, I was weighing like, okay, you keep playing. This is one injury, but what happens if you get hit? And you turn into a vegetable. Yeah. Cause like I was a hitting motherfucker, bro. Like I like to hit. So like
Yeah, you hit somebody the wrong way, and somebody hit you, run into you the wrong way.
It's over, you know. So
yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie. Football, that shit is a dangerous ass sport. Like niggas getting CTE from that shit.
It's as safe. It's as safe as it's ever been.
Now?
Yeah.
Yeah, now. I ain't gonna lie,
like now, yeah, but
now, like even you see motherfuckers getting the
Guardian caps.
Would you wear one of those if you was playing today?
Mm-hmm.
That shit.
To me, like I don't know, I'm from the, you know,
yeah.
I'm from when you was allowed to hit people for real. So like, maybe I don't know, like I wouldn't know what you know, I don't know, I wouldn't know the difference.
Type shit, yeah.
So like maybe if I got hit with it on and I was like, oh, I like it doesn't like because that shit, bro, you ever like rough. See the stars, bro? That was like,
but you get like that shit real, like
bro. There was a point at prep, like my junior year, because we had this dude named Mike Parsons, this other dude named Andrew Maloney, real fucking, you know, weight room brolic white dudes, dude. And I played linebacker too, so I had to hit them every day. Bro, there was a point when I could like shake my head and my brain was so swollen, like you could just feel that shit. Like, it was nuts. It really was.
I see how niggas get CTE and getting long-term brain damage.
We'll see how it works out in 10 years, 20 years. Who knows?
Hey, you never know.
If you see me walking down the street barefoot, mind your business.
Hey, go play this shit back. Be like, yo, you said that shit.
Yeah, whatever.
And, fucking, so, like, you get injured and shit, and then you sitting in the crib, so what you want? You just like have you ever had any ambitions for music before then?
Yeah, I played guitar and got like lessons and shit when I was a kid, and I always was like, you know, you ask any of my homies and shit, like I always been into music, like
but you never
big ass sound system in the whip, like all that kind of shit. But I never had. I mean, all right, that's not a total. Okay, so like. Around when I dropped out of college, I had a homie named Chris who, like, we used to go over there fuck around. You know, he was making music, writing and shit. And, like...
Yeah, studio and shit?
Nah.
Or just like...
We was just going back and forth and shit. And I had a reputation because, like, I could... You know, I used to freestyle in college and shit. People would always ask me to do that shit. But rap was a lot different in 2007. You know what I'm saying? Because now...
What was the sound back then?
I mean, you talking about like Wayne, like the
Wayne,
Drought 3 and like Gorilla Zoe and Jeezy and and like, you know,
Kanye was out too. Huh?
Yeah, it was just like a slower, you know, it was making that transition to what it is now from what it was. So like
to the 2010 era.
Yeah, you could still bar out back. Yeah, literally, because 2010, like Kush and Orange Juice was like my freshman year of college.
Hell yeah.
So like. You could flow a little different back then and shit.
Back then,
yeah, but so I dropped a tape with my homie in like 2009.
You still got that shit?
I mean, somewhere, yeah. But that shit was trash, bro. Garbage.
Hey, you got it on me, man.
Like we was doing us.
Yeah.
But like it was just there was no mixing. Like we had his MacBook and we would like try to create reverb, so we would sit in the bathroom and we was just recording on the mic on the MacBook type shit, and then we would use this Deverb plugin to pull the reverb back so it didn't sound so crazy. And like, but yeah, we put jams out like that, like on that. We uploaded that shit to that Piff.
Damn, I remember that. I uploaded a mixtape, like I think like one mixtape on that Piff. That shit closed down. Yeah, that shit crazy. That Piff had them hits on there.
So like, you know, I like, but I don't even know if I thought we was gonna make it back then. You know, I thought it was just something we was doing.
It's like it was just like some shit.
But that's the way it manifested again. Once you know, I was sitting around,
got hurt and shit.
Yeah,
like, you know? Yeah. So you just like fuck it, like what you. I don't think was Type Beats back around then.
Nah.
How did you get like beats and shit? Like what did you do?
When I was like my cousin, he had a 25 key, like a Kai.
Yeah. And
it was one night we went to a Notre Dame game. That's my team. Yeah. And we was staying in a hotel and he had it and I was just fucking with it. And I was like, I'm gonna go home and download Fruity Loops because I was like trying to sample on it and shit.
Yeah, I remember.
Fruity Loops, so then I got Fruity Loops and I downloaded it on my laptop that I got from prep when I graduated, and I had it on there. And the one day I was on the couch, that's when the Aaron Hernandez trial was going on. So I was watching that shit, and I was bored as fuck.
Tell you shit.
That was when they was arresting him. Some shit. I don't know, but I pulled the computer. I was like, oh, yeah, I got this beat program. Like,
yeah, man, we'll just fuck
let's see what's going on. Yeah.
Doing some bullshit anyways.
Yeah.
So from there, that's like, you just start fucking with that. And then, did you, like, how did you end up start recording music?
Like out of necessity, for real. Because, like, we had this group called NL back in the day.
You said NL?
Yeah, it was like me, Aaron NL, Kenny Bass, and this D Flamingo. Yeah. Him, Polar Bear, Mario. Like, it was more like they had started that for real. That was like their thing.
Yeah.
And like I've been making beats for like 6 months to a year or something like that. So I had a little decent stockpile. And I knew that Dieris was rapping. So I hit him up and I was like, I got beats. So they came over and I played some beats for him. And then it was like, yo, you trying to, like, fuck with us and shit? So, like, we did. But I was still, like, rapping back then, too.
Yeah.
So, I was making beats and rapping. And then, like, Aaron, I think, was recording and engineering just because he had more experience with that shit.
Yeah.
But then there was a transition when all of us started working on our solo projects that, like, I recorded Dieris for a lot of his one solo project, and I realized that, like, I was like, yeah, I like music and I like rapping, but this engineering shit,
that's what you really wanted to
that's
do.
what I was really fucking with, that making beats, so.
Yeah, no, that shit, I ain't gonna lie, like, that take a whole nother talent, like, versus just, like, make, like, you just writing some lyrics and shit, a hook and all that shit, like, really, like, sitting there making a beat, that shit just, like, I could never, like, I made a beat before type shit,
Yeah.
like, cause I be rapping and shit, but it's just like that shit, like, to make a hard beat, bro, that shit is like, I give it to y'all, like, that shit's crazy.
I think it's I think it's like two sides of the same coin, almost, though, because, like, if you ask me to sit down and do some shit that y'all do, it take it's like it's all it's all subjective at that point, cause, like, anytime you're gonna jump into some shit you don't normally do, but that's also why I believe in, like, everybody has a different role to play.
Yeah,
you're good at that for a reason, and not that you can't step over here and do this other shit.
Yeah,
but is it the most productive thing for
you to do?
The whole at that point.
Facts. I definitely fuck with, like, not. I definitely, like, believe everybody got their role in a in a group type shit,
I mean, the equivalency of that is the world. If everybody was doctors, well, then we ain't got no lawyers.
Yeah.
Everybody
got a role in the world.
And that's where I wish more in our industry and that side, that especially at a local point, I wish that people would, like, kind of equate to a little bit more in its perspective. If you just open your head up to look at things,
I ain't gonna lie. People don't like to accept, like,
everybody want to be their own cameraman and this.
Everybody,
and that,
everybody can't be that. You feel me? Like, everybody want to be the rapper. Like, everybody can't be the rapper.
And I guess what I realized with that too is, like, why be good when you could be great at this?
Yeah,
like, you're good at this.
Yeah, you're good at rapping, but, like, you would be great at. I mean, like, as far as, like, okay, I could say, like, me and my perspective, like, cause I started off rapping and shit, like, where when I was young, boy, type shit. And excuse me, that was my main focus type shit,
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was trying to make it off that shit, go crazy, whatever, boom, boom. But then I start fucking with the editing shit, the cinematography, like, videography shit, and I'm like, I'm way like it's not like I'm bad at rapping, but it's like I feel more comfortable doing this shit.
Yeah, this fits me better.
Yeah, it fit me better versus me trying to be a rapper,
Bro, because what most niggas don't understand about being a rapper, too, is, like, bro, you gotta be a personality, man. And, like, if you're socially awkward, or if you're awkward at all, your shit had better be the hardest shit smoking because
and you need the story too. That's what niggas don't like. That's another thing. Like niggas be like, you be like working at McDonald's, but on your song you talk about I'm gonna go kill this nigga and shit. Like
you better off talking about some hustling shit. Because you working. Yeah, you could stretch it a little bit to get on first, but like, but you working, you hustling. Yeah,
so and the people I guarantee you people respect you more. You just kept that shit real. You feel me? Like, not respect you more. People gonna respect you. You keep that shit real.
Bro, the amount of niggas I fell out with because I had to have that conversation with them.
And I know you be recording this, so like you just be seeing this shit.
Bro, I've seen it all.
I record music video. I mean, like we just straight off the topic and shit. Like like we was talking about how you got your group together and shit. Like the
it's all relevant, bro.
Yeah, it's all. But yeah, it's just like that should be crazy, bro. You be like, cause I be recording music videos and I be sitting here. I be like, bro, like this nigga say go through this.
Whoa.
Like, bro, I know you were.
Whoa.
Hey, shit,
Like, I was in a session with an artist in Pittsburgh, and I'm not name dropping.
Nah.
He's a bigger artist in Pittsburgh, like a well-known bigger artist in Pittsburgh. Yeah. And I was in there with my homie Zebra and our homie Fat Corey at the time. And, like, the one dude is, like, really well-known. His homie's, like, locally well-known. Mm-hmm. And the one time we was playing some beats and they was like, we gotta get the energy up for the session, bro. We gotta get the energy up. He nigga walk in the closet, pull out the sticks, bro. They dancing around with AKs and shit. I'm like, yo. So like, as somebody who's in our role, who like, I'm just here to record the music. Like, I'm like, when did this turn into like? Oh shit!
This shit involved.
I'm on the deck. You know, as an engineer, your back always to the
back turn. You gotta. Hey
so
yo.
Like, yeah, bro. So like that's the way that like, we're talking about like you gotta have a story, you gotta be authentic. Like that's why that person is successful. This is really the person.
Yeah, like you talk about we need to turn up the energy, nigga. Go in the closet, grab an AK. Like what type of shit is that?
And sticking with the same like thing that we're talking about like just being authentic is being an artist and that kind of shit. Like that comes from a place of, I guess, necessity with them because that's like the life that they're living. So it's like authentic through and through.
And that's all they know to talk about. Like I feel like it's way more easy to not even write a song, but like just come up with a song.
Bro, both of us could, if we're using like the hottest lingo in rap and like we could write a hard ass song.
Yeah, literally.
It don't like both of us.
Yeah, right now. It's a real shit. Nah, that shit just. I don't know, that shit just be crazy, bro. You be seeing niggas and then...
It's nuts, man. It is. But, I be the type that... I didn't used to be this way, more or less, but, like, I used to be, like, all money fold. But now I'm kind of in a place where...
Picking and choosing type shit.
It gets tiring chasing the gerbil on the hamster wheel, you know what I'm saying?
It's like, I ain't gonna lie, that's, like... I be noticing that, too. It's like... What am I like? What's my end goal? You feel me? Like I feel like you just doing it. It's like a cycle.
Same thing, yeah. And then between like this is my life now, right? Too. So like you count on revenue to come in, nigga cancel hour before the session, nigga done. So like that turns it into a whole other vein. So like me after like bro, I done did shit with GT niggas up in Detroit, like. They play our music in Atlantic. My homie Shane down there, he getting signed. He be around J. Prince Jr. and all them. Like, I done worked with Currency, niggas in 808 Mafia. Like, I done worked with a lot of niggas, bro. And
I was just about to ask you that, too. Like, so, like, I know you got a studio here and shit. Like, how did that pop off before we start, like, getting into everybody you work with? How did that pop off?
Oh, the stew? I mean... I was living on 32nd and State. Mm-hmm. The crib, like, niggas who watch this, they know, like, it was the crib. This is where we got down, the compound, And that's, like, where my first, like, hey, come over to the stew. Yeah. That was that first, like, instance of, like, I got this shit, I'm open, because I had the space for it. Yeah. I was living alone. I had a 3-bedroom house over there, and I had no roommates or nothing, so the whole basement was the setup,
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's, if you watch, like, you go back and watch the Major Coin DVDs, because Kenny and Aaron and my cousins, we work together. Like, I do all their shit, you know.
I know
if you watch that, that's like where we filmed the majority of that is in the house. We had like a VHS cam. And like,
I gotta go check that shit out.
Yeah, they're too.
I got a Major Coin T-shirt. I think I still got that shit.
Yeah, but
Shorty probably took it.
But yeah,
now the bitch was hard though. The Mario coin.
Oh yeah.
I got that joint. That bitch hard.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So
that's
like the first like real instance of like, yo, I got a studio, it's open. But I mean, it really what changed is I ran a record label in Manhattan for a couple years with a dude I graduated from prep with.
Okay.
And my homie Pet Zebra, you know, keep it in the fam type shit. I signed him as our artist. Mm-hmm. So really it was like we signed him, but like, you know, we're all at the same level.
Yeah,
it wasn't like we're telling. Yeah, exactly. So my dude who was my partner, he was more like the money man, you know, more business logistics, research. He was figuring out ad strategies, different stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I like, that's when being with him and we had, you know, the label budget, that's when I really got like my LA2A, my Apollo, my Pultec, you know, my preamp, like my mic stack and like a really expensive microphone.
Started building.
I got my MacBook, you know, got that shit. So that's when I really like, when I was living in New York, that would have been like 2017, 2018, 2016.
How you get to New York?
My man's my business partner.
He told you just like y'all started the label and then you just.
He started seeing the shit I was doing because we went to prep together.
Yeah.
He saw the shit I was doing. He's like, bro, I'm fucking with it. So we met a couple times. Back in 2015, 2016, we like tried it. We were looking at it. Didn't really make sense then. And then came back, circled back around and made more sense at that point just because the way SoundCloud had progressed.
Yeah, SoundCloud took over. Yeah,
the way it was like more open for smaller artists to get recognition on the internet. So his parents, you know, they have money, bro. He's the money man. Yeah, so we had a like an apartment that like now it was in Broadway. It was 8 floors up. It was in Soho. So like now if you went out there, that should have probably cost like 7 G's a month.
What was it then?
Like 4. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I can never.
But I went out there, you know, he paid all the expenses and everything. It was just part of my contract, you know.
Yeah, no, that shit.
So we did that. I got to meet like, you know, Stally, blower rapper, but like Deezus from Deezus and Mero. Like Jonah Hill walked through our neighborhood, Adam Sandler, like
just like
Kim and Kanye's apartment was like down the road and like back, like on Mercer. Like we lived between Spring Street and Spring and Prince on Broadway.
And you just seeing these motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, bro.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah, like Deezus. I was outside of Bloomingdale smoking a blunt, waiting for my mans to come out, and Deezus sat next to me. He was like, "Bro, you smell good." I was like, "Oh shit!" Like that shit cool, but it's like New York, so like,
yeah, that's normal.
If you
shit.
look a certain way and you in the right neighborhood, like anything. Like we went to the Migos Grammy party, like at the One Oak when we was in there. Ran into I got these flicks. I mean, they're old now, but like Ski Mask, the Slump God, he had performed here.
That's before he started. I remember.
He was like here. on the rise, but like that night, I had helped him with some things while they were around, and you know when I popped up back in New York, he remembered. He was like, "What's up, bro?" So like I talked to him.
Oh yeah, now that shit crazy.
Bro, I ran into Busta Rhymes that night. Like in that club, like New York is really like if you're in the right place, like them situations, like we was living
like that.
Like yeah, bro, it was
yeah,
crazy.
No, that shit normal, bro. Like motherfuckers don't motherfuckers that's from like Erie, like motherfuckers don't realize like if you in the right places, like LA, like that. Too, if you in the right places,
some shit just gonna pop up.
Motherfucker, you gonna run into motherfuckers, you know. And just you gotta learn how to talk right and just.
Yeah, for real, like, one thing I've learned about being around all these people is, like, the more you don't fangirl out, the better you you know, because, like, you know.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, they used to that, bro. So, like, a motherfucker, they used, like, motherfuckers that got clout, like, famous and shit, they used to, motherfuckers seeing them, oh my God, like, such, you know, type shit. Like, you know, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I done met a lot of famous motherfuckers, too. But like, it's
I
just
mean,
like,
the most that I ever get, or I'll get into, like, if I got a session with somebody who's big time, I'm not doing this shit because I'm like almost contracted to be here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm supposed to be here. It's my job. And I have to be like, oh shit, what's up, dude? Like, but if like, for instance, like bust around, like I was like, oh shit, what's up? Like, you know, like, cause that's just crazy.
Yeah, like,
but
you saying like Louis Ray came to the city?
No, Louis Ray came to the city. Chicken P, like, you know, a few other bigger artists that have come through. Like, I get. Because of my reputation, you know, number one, and just the way I overall am with people, and like the way my name make it around for real, like I get calls, and like, you know, that's how I got that song Dro did. Shout out Dro, you know, with Chicken P. Oh yeah. I did, like he laid that verse in my shit. And you know, me and Louis Ray got a track I'm about to put out. I've been sitting on that shit for real.
Yeah, he came. When did he come here?
It was like when that Cash App song was real big. Like it's been a couple years now.
Did Y and J came with him? With him.
He wasn't. He might have came, but he wasn't at the studio.
No, I remember seeing him. Like
he wasn't at the studio. He pulled up after, I think.
Yes,
because I'm gonna be honest. Like if they both would have been there, oh yeah, I'd have yeah.
Nah, they was hot right then too.
But just from, you know, being in them situations like we was talking about, just not
fanning out.
Being crazy. Like I feel like you gonna get a lot farther. Like there's a way to show respect.
Yeah.
In a way that isn't like glazing, I guess. You know.
I mean, yeah, but 9 times out of 10 people, motherfuckers don't think for themselves, bro. They just, cause I'm pretty sure you see them videos where motherfuckers be like in you ever seen them people like it's a prank, but they're prank like they're a famous person.
Yeah.
And one motherfucker, like 3 motherfuckers start recording. Like, oh my god, it's such and such. They don't even see the motherfucker, but motherfucker got their phone out.
Start going.
Follow big ass crowd now. It's like motherfuckers just follow the leader.
Crazy as hell.
That should be crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that should be crazy. Like, no, I didn't.
Shit's scary.
I done been around Rio, shit, Babyface E.
Yeah, it's tough.
He went like, you know, cause I shot a video for Dro and him. Yeah. I shot that video. Right. But I was around him like when he first started rapping. Like now he gone. Like that shit crazy. But even then, bro, I just like I'll always be on some cool shit like that shit. You just can't fan out.
Cause like the other thing that you get to learn is like
they regular people in the day too.
That and also, bro, like. It's niggas in they circle that you don't even know about that, like, are way, like, them niggas is little bro. So, like, when you come around like that, it's like, man, because you got to think about a nigga like Babyface Ray, for like, when he first started, like, making that run, you know, when he made, like, Unfuckwittable during that time when it was coming out, like, niggas knew who V's was, but if you wasn't somebody who was tapped in with that scene, you wouldn't know who V's is. Now V's got way more emotion, but like all them niggas will tell you like, yo, V's my favorite rapper, bro. Like Face will tell you that. Like, so it's just when you around them cats, like you always just got to keep in mind, like it's always somebody badder, bro. And like also when it comes to work, cause like I had that experience with Chapo, like who's this dude from Cleveland? He had a big track like 2016 or something. This is when like when I first
Chapo, you said?
Chapo. He the what do you say? The angels respect me, the demon or the angels protect me, the demons protect me. Stick came with a full clip, now it's empty. He's a nigga from Cleveland. He's hard. Chapo used to be hard.
Look him up, right?
But yeah, so Aaron and Kenny got him for a show up here. Mm-hmm. He was one of them no jumper dudes, you know what I mean, during that period when like X was popping off and he was around Lil Peep a lot and shit like that. But his boy 16-year-old who made Mo Bamba. He made the beat for Mo Bamba with Day Trip and shit. So I had Chop on the phone. I'm like, bro, I ain't like this is after we had linked for a session. I'm talking to him on the phone, which like most niggas wouldn't take the time out their day to do, you know. So he like I respected him for that. He was like, bro, you gotta think, bro, like my nigga 16-year-old, he's like signed to Atlantic through a pub deal. He's like, bro, what like if I got him right here, you can't get mad that I'm not like throwing your shit on first. Like you gotta think like, you just got introduced into the circle, but we done had motion around here. Like we done had a way that things are going. So like that's another point when you're like coming up into these circles is like Be ready for when your number's called.
Yeah.
Play it. And then if you play that situation the right way, because I done played myself out of some of them situations. You know what I'm saying?
That shit do get real political too.
100%,
like,
bro.
That shit all like just being known. That shit real.
Like I got a song GT and Yachty. It'll never see the light of day, bro.
You got a song with them niggas?
Yeah, bro.
What the?
On one of my beats, bro. Yeah, it'll never see the light of day.
And
straight up,
you can't post that shit either.
Nah, because G signed he signed the Empire. So the second I try to do that shit,
and with Yachty, what's that QC?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. So like that shit.
So what's the biggest artist?
Yeah, bet. Look, tell you. Think you caught it? Welcome to say it's not getting released. I don't like it. I added a little Yachty to it, but it's not hitting like it's supposed to.
Did he send it to you?
Yeah.
Damn. What the fuck?
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
So like that's that's just part of that shit. Like, and that's the other part. Even when you do get up there,
you can't get discouraged about shit like that too. It's just
part of the game,
it's the
bro.
industry.
Bro, a lot of them niggas got left off of Kanye's album. You know, like some of my homies who had shit like. Bro, this gonna be, this. You think this gonna be it?
You see,
like some of my homies, they did melodies on like Drake songs and shit that like won't ever get released. Like them dudes just make so much music, bro.
Yeah.
So like,
and times change. And
the
emotions change.
Yeah, I got like a song with Currency, Never See the Light of Day, bro. And T.Y. BG son was on that shit.
That shit's crazy. What's I want to ask you, which like your biggest who's the biggest artist that you work with? Currency.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, it depends, I guess, because I got beats with OG Parker, who did Slippery. He did the beat Migos. Slippery.
I gotta hear that shit.
Yeah. I don't even remember how that shit go. That shit it was on Culture One. Yeah. So I mean, there's like producer wise, I mean, shit. I mean, OG Parker's up there.
That shit's crazy.
Couple of niggas from 808 Mafia, nigga Perps. Fuck, what was the one nigga's name? Like my niggas from Monster Beats, my nigga Gene. I did a beat with him. The last Rocket Takeoff shit. They did that beat. I mean, so. I got homies with plaques, I guess, which is the measure of success in my world.
Shit.
So, yeah.
So, but
that's not on no, I'm not saying all that to be on
no
backpacking or, it's just like, it's what I've done. It's cool,
it's
but
it's
there's still room to, like, it's not the end all be all. It's like, Gutter from Young Money.
Oh, I remember Gutter.
Yeah, I got a song. He did one of my beats.
That shit crazy.
That I did with the
So, like, how you get in contact with them niggas?
Politic, bro. Instagram, bro.
Instagram?
Yeah.
That shit crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Instagram is really
so, like, hit them, like, current. So, my nigga Zebra, like, when we had him signed to the label, he had opened for Currency in Pittsburgh. So, he, I saw, no, you good. I saw, so Ski Beats is another one of my favorite producers. But if you ain't locked in with like Currency and like that sound, you probably won't know like a lot of his shit. So like I seen him, but he's one of those like, cause I was a dude who was real into the underground scene in like 2010 and shit, you know. But Ski Beats, I'm like, yo, your shit hard, So I got his email, and then Gene walked out, and I was like, bro, you're in Monster Beats. Yeah, and they did my favorite Currency song is called Famous. And they did that beat. I'm like, bro, that's just crazy. Like, like, I make beats. He was like, all right, bet. Like, take my number down. Like, we, Yeah, because again, right place, right time. I'm behind this VIP rope because my homies performing in the show. Mm-hmm. So they're like, okay, you supposed to be here type shit. So, all right, bet.
Yeah, nah, that shit.
So
crazy.
Then I got in touch with him, and I sent him a whole folder of shit. It was the first like real fumble I remember I made, Cause I hadn't heard from him for a couple of days, and I'm like, damn, I sent him all them beats. My nigga's like, you didn't copyright them shits. Like,
And you ain't put your.
He's like, bro, da da da, you know. But then he hit me a couple of days later. He's like, gang, I had to listen through this shit. So this shit's crazy, bro. Like da da da. He's like, let's do some shit. So we locked in, did some shit, and then they wound up recording on that. But that's like a situation, like place and time, or like some dudes just on a DM, like with GT. Mm-hmm. Like I DM'd him one day. It was like.
Well, you made like a little post or something.
Merciless. No. Like just on some, bro. I'm shameless, bro. I hop in a nigga DM, bro.
No, facts. I do.
If it's about some work shit, I'm commenting on your story. Like, if I'm making a business move and it's a strategic move to be like, all right, I want to do this. But
facts.
I was in Pittsburgh. Zebra, that's my dude. Well, chill God, Joe Kellum. Now he switches names so many times. Like, but that's my dog. Like, we became real good friends through this music. We was down there. We was listening to the Meg Thee Stallion joint with Babyface Ray, Vezo, GT, and V's. Right. And I'd never heard of GT. And GT came on. I'm like, yo, who is this nigga? I'm like, this shit hard, bro. And I was like, I fuck with this nigga, bro. And I like, I was heavy. I still do be on that manifest shit, but I was heavy. I was like, I'm about to get some shit with him. Watch.
Oh, for sure.
So I followed him up, and I was just watching the story. And you can't just like follow, comment on the first. Like, you gotta wait for some shit to apply. And he had posted something, and it was one of his songs or something. I was like, yeah, this like, cause I started listening to his tapes and shit. I was like, this shit hard. Like and it was genuine. I legitimately fucked with that shit. I was like, this shit's hard. He was like, good look, bro. And I just, anytime that happens, I'm hitting you right back. Like, yo, I got some beats. Like, just shoot me an email. I'll shoot you a folder. You tell me what you think. Like, low pressure shit, nothing crazy. Yeah. What's the worst? He don't respond, so I sent him shit. He sent me shit back. He was like, bro, your shit hard as fuck. I was like, good look, bro. And then, bro, I sent him, because this a nun nigga who's on his rise, who's around Future and Southside and Doughboy and Metro and like them, bro. They be, because V's was around Pooh Shiesty. Like Pooh Shiesty was in the A&W video with V's when he was coming up. I think it was A&W. Yeah, with the green Trackhawk. That's the Trailhawk. The SUV. That's Pooh Shiesty's truck that he's rapping on. So like them dudes be plugged in, but he's plugged in with Lil Baby too. So. Again, bro. Same situation. GT working with Yachty and shit. So, like, I sent that dude, like, 200 beats, bro. He got one song out of all of it. Like, so, like, shit still be hard. And, like, he would be like, yeah, these shit's hard, but it's just not what I'm doing right now. Yeah. And, like, that's where that shit, it just goes sometimes. It's just the situation. Yeah, but get discouraged. Always super, super respond. He's a cool dude. Like, I ain't about to say that's the homie or nothing like that, but enough to be like, if I seen him, I was like, yo, Billsup. People like, oh, what's up, dude? Like, da-da-da type shit. Like,
that shit fired.
Yeah, because we had a deal going through in that Yachty song, too, where, like, I bought the publishing, and, like, it just ain't never coming out. So, like, if you know anything about that shit, like, just...
I don't know nothing about publishing.
It just... I basically got in a situation where I couldn't get the bread back. Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
Which is nuts, because we shot paperwork on it and shit too. Yeah. But like when you're it's part of a risk you gotta take with some of that shit, And I ain't gonna hold you, my shit wasn't set up the right way at that time, And that was even me being 6-7 years in the game, because what we were doing as a label, it was all like spoken word shit, because we didn't have to have. I'd never worked with contracts. Like, this is us.
This is just all verbal shit.
Yeah.
That shit. It's levels to this shit for sure. Like when you get to a certain level with this shit, it's just like shit get different. Bro.
Yeah, like nigga gotta sign a contract with you to release the likeness and
all that. This is my voice on here.
Because for instance, if you took them pictures at the Sexy Red concert, and her label reach out, because they're like, look, you can't post this. This is her likeness. We can only approve of content. You gotta take.
They gotta take them down.
Cease and desist.
Yep, I already know. How
Nah,
that shit is crazy. It's real, but shit, hey. That shit be crazy, bro. Motherfucker, you got a bad picture, they could hit you up. Just take all that shit down.
Take that down, kill it,
type shit.
Because they don't like it.
Yeah, that shit crazy. But shit, bro, I ain't gonna lie. We did a crazy ass interview. This bitch about to be crazy, bro.
Word, it was all over. Yeah.
No, we was all over this motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. Shit, like anything else you wanna talk about though, bro?
I mean, not really. I think like, if there's anything else, I'd say like, you know, I don't know. I want to say it cryptically, but I don't want to say it cryptically. It's weird, but like, I don't know. We all should just like do more shit together.
I see what I see what
you know,
like
we all should just do more shit together, man. That's it. Like,
I felt
that's it.
It should be it should be
because like there's a lot of really good, talented
people,
amazing folks who, because of one thing or another, and I understand there's certain situations where like the stakes may be higher than what the situation is, so that shit's dead. Like, you know, certain situations can't be looked past in certain lights. You know what I mean?
Nah, for sure.
But for every situation that there's a small circumstance,
that shit could get
washed.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, like I said, I understand certain things can't be looked past, which I feel it. Shit.
Nah, shit. When it should be bigger than.
That's but
no,
you know,
I feel like
a lot of this shit ain't that. Nah. You know.
And it's a lot of talent here for sure.
Yeah. And not even at a level of like you don't even gotta fuck with a nigga do shit, but like, you know, have the perspective that this person's doing the same thing that I am, and how would I like this response to my shit?
For sure.
You know, if somebody shared my shit, how would that make me feel as an artist? And that takes the perspective of pulling yourself out of your shoes for a minute, which is what I think we all could work more on as just humans in general. But
facts.
You know, that's if there's like one more topic to touch on, it's like there's more than enough talented people that like when you go to certain areas, again, certain shit is too much, you know, like. But, you know, for instance, taking that situation from the D, because them niggas is, you know, it's not like Louis Ray and Babyface Ray be on a bunch of shit together, but you ain't never gonna hear, he gonna be like, yeah, them niggas over in Flint doing their thing, I'll fuck with them. Like, you know?
like, you know, it's like showing love. You know, they from the same state, we be from the same city type shit.
Facts, man. And it's like, you know, there's enough out here for everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
People's attention spans are only so big, so we can all fit in. We can all fit in a car ride, like real shit, like in somebody's commute, you know.
Hey, no, I ain't gonna lie. We definitely like. I would say that I've been trying to get everybody together, but it's just like should be political, bro.
I mean,
certain shit you just
political, but I think our peers. I'm trying to word this really eloquently, bro. I really am. Our peers.
Hey, not trying to get
Huh?
I said not trying to get too
much.
Oh
yeah, no. But our peers at a point have to realize that they started at a point.
Right.
And that other people, when they were at that point, wanted nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
I think that's a feeling that we all should remember. Because when it comes down to it, none of us are too good for each other.
No, for sure.
Now,
coming from the same place.
I can't help if somebody open their mouth about somebody or this or that or, you know, da-da-da, whatever. We can't help that shit. So, like, if you were speaking on somebody that you really didn't know at that point, you know, whatever, there's always room to, I was wrong.
Yeah.
You know, but I guess in a very polite way, what I'm trying to say is people's egos sometimes don't allow them to like realistically put themselves where they're at, right?
And
so like
egos stop people from growing too.
Bro, local motion, no, fuck that. Neighborhood motion, right? Neighborhood motion, local motion, county motion, city like tri-state motion, regional motion. National like you feel what I'm saying?
It's different motions.
Yeah,
7
but like,
motions right there.
If you're a local motion dude and you're acting like a regional motion dude, we gotta have a talk, man, because like it doesn't.
Shit don't.
The math ain't mathing, bro, and that's not me being disrespectful to anyone, but I've had occurrences to where I've offered local rappers to get on beats that I produce with people from 808 Mafia who are well-known producers.
Yeah,
and they turned to me and said, well, if you pay me, I'll get on that. Without knowing my resume with millions of plays and everybody that I've fucked with, you know, the dude who I made this beat with, and I'm telling you, like, look, this is, and I'm not even charging you for the beat. I'm saying, yo, you would sound good on this. Let's make something.
That's it.
Come to the studio. I'm not even going to charge you for the session.
Yeah.
Because I want to make, because I like creating as a producer.
No, fact.
So, yeah. And you know, to which I responded, if you can show me a revenue slip that's going to produce that amount of money, I'll be more than happy to pay you because I know I'll be able to recoup.
Yeah, get your money back.
So, but you know, that it just is in one scenario, not to mention like other scenarios that I've been through. Yeah. To where it's like, you know, like, just keep it all in front of you, man.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. We can all get along.
We should all just do more shit together.
We all gotta, shit, we all come from the same shithole.
Bro, because motion or not, if I'm a dude who does have more, again, like I said, I should remember the dude who didn't have, like, because I was there.
Yeah, no, fact.
That's why with me, I always have a conversation
Try to
with
reach
people.
back and, you know, pull people up type shit.
Yeah, that, and also, like, we're all on the same boat. Like,
Yeah.
It makes sense to, like, link. So, like, but, you know, there's those situations with that. And then,
should be political, man.
and, well, not that, too, but, like, you know, it's hard to be honest with certain people here. And I've fallen out with people.
Because you're being honest.
Because I'm being honest. And I see, and I'm only commenting, you know, but you can only, what's the saying? Like, a person's only going to perceive their tone.
For sure.
Right? So I could say something to you a certain way, but if you are
Take
like
it a certain
where
way.
you're at, like, then I'm fucking, who the
Yeah.
fuck does he think he is? But if I'm sitting there going, like, this is good, but it could be better.
Yeah, work on this.
Yeah, you know, now
it's
he just trying to,
criticism.
put his hands on it is what I've heard so many times. And it's like, well, dude, I'm a producer.
And
like,
I work with
like
a lot of people,
yeah,
right?
You know?
So there's that. There's like when you come down to the terms of what a produce. So like today's modern day producer is really like an instrumentalist.
Yeah.
In the 70s, when you would show up to the studio because you're playing. So the beat maker, which I'm glad that they've kind of separated that term now in modern day music. The beat maker, you're making beats. You're the instrumentalist. Yes, you deserve a cut.
Yeah.
Yes, you deserve your name up there as much as anyone else because your talent did get stated that way.
Yeah.
The producer
is the one.
Quincy Jones, Rick Rubin, fucking who's the Dr. Dre. That's why they called him a super producer.
Yeah.
Because he could make the beat and he could sit in there and go, okay, let's take the arrangement from the chorus
and switch shit around.
Move it up 4 bars and then see how this sounds. So as a producer, you're like you take the Legos and build.
Yeah, build a song.
And the artist is the talent.
Yep.
You're the talent.
Face.
You know? So a lot of that gets lost in translation, I feel like, when it comes to the local scene and how things are going. And a lot of people didn't understand that when I was producing them, I'm looking from, because a lot of my inspiration comes from the 70s.
Yeah.
So that's where, when I sit down behind my desk, I'm not picturing a laptop. It's the SSL console.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these are just my buttons and knobs that I get to turn and shit.
Up and down, yeah.
So, through those conversations with a lot of people, you know, the way that my shit was perceived, because I'm when I'm in the studio, I'm not fucking around. I don't have time. Like, I'm being very blunt about things because we're here to work. And like the way I play football, bro.
Yeah, you used to.
We got some shit. Yeah, we got some shit.
Plan.
This is the agenda. This is what we're doing. So when you can't like baby somebody into, hey man, I don't really think we should do that. That I just used to be like, yeah, that sucks. We should do something different.
Yeah, people.
Who
people,
the fuck?
People,
and I'm not gonna lie, like that's being an older person now and understanding like 25, 26-year-old me. I'd be like, bud,
Yeah.
gotta say it a different way, man.
You
can't just talk to people
somebody
like that.
Yeah, that shit's ain't. That
so, but you know, that's from my standpoint, you know, where I can take my blame inside of that. But a lot of those relationships, because of that producer mentality,
shit got strained.
Which then comes back to my point of ego and comes back to my point of, you know, some people, it's not that, maybe not even ego. Sometimes it's just ignorance, you know, because if you're somebody who only knows the rap game and basically your thought on that is, I go in the booth, I record a song, I put it on the internet, and I'm Chief Keef, you know? There's no... The concept that there was a songwriter there and the label head and the A&R who was like, no, we should change the arrangement. It's a whole other... And that's the way I've always looked at music, because I wanted to be big time. So let's act like we're in a big time situation. Like, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. When we did the major Coin albums, like, we were putting bridges in trap songs. And it, like, nobody was really doing that at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, pop, we what we did was we studied 80s pop. And we took, like Cyndi Lauper, Wham, George Michael, like, all them old 80s hits. Mm-hmm. And we would, you know, all right, this is a chorus. The song and we would break down chorus, bridge, pre-chorus, chorus, you know. And then we were like, okay, we're going to write rap songs like this.
Put that shit on trap beat. Shit crazy.
You know? So that's like... But that's the type of cool shit you can do when you let somebody produce you.
Yeah, for
sure. You know, and my guys, they were open to it. And they're like, all right, this might be cool. So, you know, I don't say my guys, like I'm, you know, you know, people I work with, they were like, you know, so we created a lot of cool sounds during that point when like people allowed me to produce them. And that's just another perspective, I guess, to offer that, like, maybe this is an educational piece for some younger dude could watch this and be like, oh, when a producer's doing that, they're not trying to shut my my creativity off.
Yeah, no.
But there could be a better, like, I know, it's shocking, but there might be a better idea out there than yours, man.
Hey, man,
There's been times in the studio where I've had to acquiesce the artist to where they're like, nah, man, I want it that way. And I'll be like, I don't know. Because, of course, you know, I think I'm always right. We all do, you know? So I'm like, I don't know. But then we'll mix it, and it'll get done, and we'll be sitting there, and I'll be like, you know what, dude? Was right. Yeah, you're right. This was way best flows. I see it now, you know? So, just be open to collaboration.
Shit, anything else you want to speak about, bro?
Nah, bro. I just appreciate you having me through. Yeah.
Hey, appreciate bro coming through. Shit, you know, we chopped it up, gave you an hour interview. Well, not even. This shit can't turn into an interview / sit down like type shit. I ain't gonna lie. We went crazy in here. We spoke about a lot of shit. Bro spoke about his background, football, how he got into music, all that shit. You know, shit. Hey. Shout your socials out and shit so they can follow you.
At Billsup _ everywhere.
Everywhere.
You'll figure it out, yeah. It'll be around.